But no, I'm good. Me and Soulja Boy cool. He just
no beef with Soulja.
Soulja Boy, get a chest. And you gotta have more than 2 songs to have a 35-year prolific career. You can't do 2 songs, and I only remember one of them. Watch me, you. It's beef with me. Get out of here. I'll put you in one of the movies. I need a crackhead for the new scare.
Remember when Soulja Boy and Marlon Wayans randomly started beefing out of nowhere? Well, we might finally know why. A man has just come forward claiming to be Soulja's secret lover, and he's spilling all the tea, including shocking accusations about hush money. And guess what? This whole situation allegedly escalated because of that beef with Marlon. Let's break it down from the start. Yes, Soulja and Marlon are feuding.
What's up in your position? What? I got on MySpace and YouTube and grounded as a teenager in the hood, and I made it. And you mad because you had to get in your ass. You had to suck.
This beef escalated fast, and no one saw it coming. Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy weren't exactly in the same circles until earlier this year when Marlon threw shade that sent Soulja completely over. It all started when Soulja performed at a celebration event for Trump's 2nd inauguration. Marlon wasn't having it. He went on a radio show calling Soulja canceled and claiming he only did it.
Soulja Boy, he been canceled. He nobody cares. So Soulja Boy better go to get that check. Yeah, I don't think he had hits and
wow.
He don't care. You know, I think, and to be honest with you, I don't know if they knew it was underwritten Trump event.
Y'all know Soulja doesn't handle criticism well. Instead of ignoring it, he went nuclear online, not just coming for Marlon, but taking things.
Marlon Wayans, smack your bald head. Talking about Marlon Wayans was trying to defend me. Man, shut up! Oh, man! Marlon Wayans, man. Bad baby, man. Blueface, man. Fuck all these broke P-earn ass niggas, man. I'm tired of these niggas, man. Suck my man. God damn, every day these Soulja this, Soulja that. Trump. Everybody. Everything.
First, Soulja took things too far by making disgusting comments about Marlon's late mother, leaving people cringing. Marlon, being the comedian he is, fired back with sarcasm.
Get a chest! And you gotta have more than 2 songs to have a 35-year prolific career. You can't do 2 songs, and I only remember one of them. Watch me, you. It's beef with me. Get out of here. I'll put you in one of the movies. I need a crackhead for the new scary. I need a crack and a meth head all mixed together. You're perfect. I need someone that looks like a wet Muppet. That's what I am. I need crack and meth together. I need creth together. I want someone to look like they'll sell your car, rob you, and suck your all at the same time. Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy for Scary Movie 6 is a crackhead.
No, he ain't gonna be in 6. I'll put him in 13 when the franchise is doing that.
That should have been the end of it, but Soulja took it further, making nasty homophobic and transphobic comments about Marlon's son, Kai.
Now deal with it. Marlon Wayans, you. Now what? And I'll knock your out. What you wanna do? You suck to get in your position. What? I got on MySpace and YouTube and grounded as a teenager in the hood, and I made it. And you mad because you had to get your ass. You had to suck. You had to sell your soul. And you had to paint yourself like a white. I ain't never did none of that. I kept it real, kept it gangster. Nobody never played with me. I never dressed up like a. You talking about my kids ain't trans. My kids real. My kid, I stand on business with my kids. I love my kids. You talking about? And respect to anybody kids who is gay or any who love gay or trans. We love the LGBT community. But you gonna play with me on my mama, you're not gonna hide behind your kid either. West Side Zone one. You's a mark. You's a buster. On my mama, you ain't never did shit. You could never compare to me. Oh, about to have a
That's when Marlon really snapped. He shut Soulja down completely, defending his son while dragging Soulja for being washed up in the music industry. At this point, Marlon was done playing, but instead of going back and forth on social media, he got creative. He dropped an AI-generated country diss track aimed directly at Soulja, and it was brutal.
Boys on Krenak and meth, I can smell it on his breath.
Before all this, Marlon and Soulja had no real drama. But one radio comment turned into a full-blown war. Just as things started to settle, a mystery man appeared.
I loved it. I had some Louis, it was Louis, it was everything, and it was perfect. And he was like, take this white. Like he kept, like he's very like into like the race play stuff. But here's the thing, I don't know if this was really him or it was like drunk him or like, yo, I'm nervous. I'm like, is he gonna hurt me? Is he making music? Oh, I'm so nervous. I go up the stairs and I'm just heart beating, you know what I mean? He was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's up? He was like, you get down? And I was like, oh, am I gay? Yeah, I'm gay as fuck. I get in there, and at that moment, I go from professional, like a fan, to like, you're about to have sex with him.
The man you just heard from goes by the name William the Baddest, and he's making some wild claims about an alleged situation with Soulja Boy, claims that have everyone talking. William sat down for an in-depth interview with Tasha K, spilling every detail about what he says went down between him and Soulja. He didn't hold back, even giving explicit descriptions of Soulja Boy during the messy sit-down. But here's where it gets serious. William admitted he felt nervous and low-key scared during the alleged encounter, which is raising a lot of eyebrows. As for Soulja, he wasn't having it. He laughed the whole thing off, denied everything.
Money, nigga. You got me f***ed up. Luckily, all my hoes, they know what it is. Like, all my hoes, none of my hoes hit me about that shit. One of my hit me about that shit. Soon as she hit me talking about, what's this? I was like, don't ever play with me like that. Bro, you think I'll play like that? That's when I said, nah, I'm finna sue this. You better be glad. If one of my would have never said nothing about it, I would have let this shit rock. We would have caught you in the streets. Soon as you start fucking interfering with my real life, oh hell no, I had one of my talking about, what's this? What? We finna sue the fuck out this ass nigga. But I should've got that because don't even ask me no shit like that. You think I'll talk to a fucking boy bitch? Lose my number, ho. I'm a real gangster from the streets. The next day I get at you and meet me and get this talking about Soulja. I know you paid him. On my mama, meet me and use a and Diddy, but don't let me get started on you. I call 50 been on your head. You can't even talk right now. So you don't be doing no behind the scenes and telling this. He said he did that for y'all.
And if that wasn't enough, Jaguar Wright, never one to hold back, jumped in with wild allegations of her own. She claimed Soulja Boy was a victim who had been run through by the music industry. According to her, he was exposed to questionable situations at a young age, even comparing his experience to Lil Wayne's. But she didn't stop there. Jaguar went as far as to allege that Soulja had intimate encounters with industry figures, including 50 Cent.
You go and buy them all off, Curtis.
Wait, so you did a PSA on Curtis about him and Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
On the cover of
Yeah.
him, you know, you kind of poking the bear there.
I'm not poking a bear. I'm saying that he's a stone. And I've spoken to 2 men he's lived in sales with, who you had with. Curtis! No, I'm not saying allegedly. And you know it.
I'm gonna do my Pierce Morgan and say he's not here to defend himself, so
No, and neither is his ass.
Jaguar Wright also suggested that older industry figures introduce Soulja Boy to a certain lifestyle, and let's just say her claims have everyone side-eyeing the situation. However, Jaguar has a history of making explosive allegations, and many people are questioning her credibility, especially given her past legal issues. At the end of the day, none of these claims have been confirmed, and both Soulja Boy and 50 Cent have denied or dismissed the rumors. But back to Marlon and Soulja. Maybe Marlon was paying attention to the industry gossip about Soulja, and that's why he fired shots in his AI-generated diss track. Maybe it was just a coincidence, or maybe Marlon knew exactly what he was doing. Either way, the fact that these two are at each other's necks is undeniably strange. Let's be real. Soulja beefing with Marlon is just weird. We've seen artists clash with actors before, but this one feels extra random. What could a rapper and a comedian even have to argue about? But if you know anything about Soulja Boy, you know he'll start drama with literally anyone, whether they're in music, movies, or even politics. If there's a chance to stir the pot, Soulja is taking it.
Woke up, I looked at the computer say, Floyd said, T.I. Nelly 50.
We've seen 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather go at it, Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly's drama spill over into Hollywood, and even Trump and Rosie O'Donnell's legendary back and forth. These kinds of beefs grab attention because they're so unexpected. But what makes Soulja Boy different is that he does this all the time. It's not just one random feud, it's practically his career strategy. Soulja beefing with Marlon just proves one thing. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. If Soulja sees an opportunity to get people talking, he's taking it. Whether it's for music promo, clout, or just because he thrives on chaos, one thing's for sure. This won't be his last feud. But let's be real. Is this beef even real? Or is it just some strategic messiness to get traction officially? The drama started when Marlon clowned Soulja for performing at Trump's inauguration party. But these two seem to love keeping this feud alive, and at this point, it's looking less like real smoke and more like a publicity stunt. Think about it. Marlon has Scary Movie 6 dropping next year, and let's be honest, his career has been kind of hit or miss lately. A little controversy might be his way of making sure people still have his name in their mouths when the movie drops. And Soulja? It's been a minute since he had a real hit. Staying messy on social media might just be his way of keeping people tuned, and let's not forget, social media beef equals engagement. The more they go back and forth, the more views, likes, and shares they rack up. But here's a plot twist. What if this is all leading up to a collab? Stranger things have happened in the industry. A surprise team-up wouldn't be shocking at this point. Whether it's a diss track, a parody, or even a random cameo in each other's projects. One thing we do know is that Soulja Boy thrives on attention, and keeping his name relevant is a full-time job for him. At this point, it's like Soulja needs drama to stay in the conversation. He jumps into feuds so often that half of them don't even feel serious. Instead, they seem more like a marketing strategy than actual beef. And this is nothing new for him. He's had issues with Chris Brown, Lil Yachty, Ice-T, Kanye West, and now Marlon Wayans. Somehow, someway, Soulja's name always finds its way into the mix, and the timing? Always suspect whenever his music isn't making waves, a new feud magically appears. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's happened way too many times to ignore. And let's be real, social media plays a huge part in all of this. Soulja lives for Twitter beef. He'll wake up, tweet something wild, and let the internet do the rest. Once people start reacting, he fuels the fire, throwing out crazier insults.
Kanye, you got me up. Don't never get to calling my phone talking about do no song, do no verse, and get to taking this shit out your first. You could have called me lame. You talking about? Hold on, man. I'm finna screenshot this shit. I'm finna pull the text messages up. We finna go through the whole thing. Cause Kanye, boy, you lame as. I'm busy. I got my own shit popping lame. You talking about?
Either these guys are just letting things slide, or maybe, just maybe, some of these feuds were never as real as they seemed in the first place. Take this situation with Marlon Wayans, for example. Soulja Boy is already teasing a diss track, which low-key feels like a setup to push new music. Now, not every Soulja Boy beef is just for attention. Some might start off as clout-chasing moves, but they quickly get way too personal. This thing with Marlon took a nasty turn when Soulja started making disrespectful comments about his transgender son. So even if the feud began as a publicity stunt, it's definitely evolved into something much more serious. At the end of the day, Soulja knows exactly what he's doing. He's been using controversy to stay relevant for years. Whether it's throwing shots at random artists, making outlandish claims, or playing the villain on social media, he always finds a way to keep people talking. But at this point, the real question is this just another marketing move, or has Soulja finally taken things too far? Whatever the answer may be, this feud has turned into more than just some celebrity drama. It's become a full-on cultural moment. It's one of those beefs that didn't just stay within entertainment. It sparked ripple effects across social media, society, and even politics. First off, this beef has blown up in meme culture. Marlon Wayans' comment about Soulja Boy not being relevant since 2007? That joke took off like wildfire. The whole "Soulja has been missing since 2007" line became an instant punchline. But here's where it gets deeper. This feud has sparked some serious conversations. Soulja Boy's homophobic and transphobic remarks about Marlon's son weren't just messy, they were harmful. People aren't just laughing this off, they're having real discussions about the damage caused by that kind of language. Beyond that, this whole feud is reigniting the debate about celebrity influence and the responsibility that comes with having a massive platform. Public figures hold immense influence, and when they say something controversial, it can either spark meaningful conversations or fuel harmful stereotypes. This whole situation raises a bigger question. Should celebrities use their voices for good, or are they just stirring up drama for attention? And let's talk politics. Soulja Boy performing at Trump's event wasn't just a random gig, it set people off. The entertainment industry has become increasingly divided along political lines, and this situation only added more fuel to the fire. Fans are arguing over whether Soulja's appearance was about the money or if he genuinely supports Trump, making it more than just a celebrity feud. It's now a political statement. Beyond that, this drama has completely split fans. Marlon's supporters commend him for defending his son with humor and grace, while Soulja's fans insist that he has every right to perform where he wants without being canceled. The debate has shifted from just the two of them to a broader conversation about accountability, free speech, and the responsibility of public figures. What's wild is how this beef has brought two different entertainment worlds, hip-hop and comedy, together in a way we've rarely seen before. And let's not forget the tech factor. Marlon dropping an AI-generated country